waiter was passing by. Mrs. Jung stopped him. Can I talk to your manager? Is there any problem, ma'am? No, just call him. After some minutes, manager came there. Mrs. Jung told him she wants to cook a special dessert. Will they allow her to cook in their restaurant's kitchen? Manager hesitated at first but later agreed. Mrs. Chang started to cook the dessert which she used to cook for Wyan when she was little. She gave the bowl to waiter and told him to give this on Wyan's table. Waiter went towards their table, but Mr. Joe saw him and got up from his chair and stopped him. What is this? Sir, it's a dessert for ma'am. Everything we ordered is here. We didn't order this. Sir, that lady over there cooked it and told me to serve on this table. He pointed towards Mrs. Chang. Mr. Chow got angry and snatched the tray from waiter's hand. Marched towards her, kept the tray with a loud sound. People around stared at them. What's your problem? Why don't you leave us alone like you did 28 years ago? She hates you and this dessert, so stay away. Who knows, you might poison it. No, she loves this dessert. That's why I cooked for her. But now she hates it because it reminds her of you. She hates me that much? More than you can even think. Stay away from my daughter or you will face consequences. He said and left. I can't wait more. I want to meet her now. She got up to go, but Mr. Jung stopped her. Wait, we will meet her after dinner. After that, they went out. Wyan, my child, tell me if he ever irritated you. I will twist his ears. Okay, Mom. She called Mrs. Jeon. Mrs. Jung's heart broke. After hearing Wyan calling someone else Mom, she wanted to go and hug her, but by which right? Right of her mother, which she lost years ago by leaving her crying and begging her to stay. But she didn't listen. Now she had to bear all this. Mr. Chung sent a business proposal to Jungkook's company. When Jungkook accepted it, Mr. Chang held a party and he invited Jungkook and his family. They reached at party. Wyan wanted to use washroom, so she went. But she bumped into someone Trinity. It was Jasmine. I'm sorry. It's okay. Wyan went into washroom. When she came out, Jasmine was still there. Wyan washed her hands and was about to leave when Jasmine asked her question. How is she? I mean, your daughter? Whom she looks like, me or Jungkook? Come to the point. I'm regretting. I said I wanted to kill or give my baby an eruption. God punished me. I'm not able to have more kids and now look at me. I left my baby because I wanted to enjoy my life. But now look at me, I'm raising someone else's kids. I got married, his wife left him and his kids. Then focus on them, not on my daughter. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Wyan left. Mr. and Mrs. John and Jungkook greeted Mr. and Mrs. Jang. All were talking when Wyan reached there. Are you okay, baby? Do you need anything? Wyan shook her head. She's my wife, Jeon Wyan. Love, they are Mr. and Mrs. Jang. Hello, nice to meet you. Wyan didn't recognize Mrs. Jang because it's been 28 years she left. Is this your first child? No, this baby is her third child. And why don't you two stay away from my daughter and her life? Dad, what happened? Why are you angry? Do you know them? She's the woman who left us years ago and now trying to come into our lives. I warned her that day at restaurant, but she didn't listen. Wyan looked at her with hate in her eyes. Jungkook, Mom, Dad, I want to go home now. I don't want to stay here, even a second more. I hate you. Never show us your face again. They all left. Mrs. Jeon gave Wyan love of her mother. Wyan gave birth to a baby boy. Mr. Joe started to live with Mr. and Mrs. Jeon in their mansion because he was alone and they lived happily ever after.